since he rose to political power and fame, the Karens are worse under him. He has given them encouragement, cover, and lots of love. He's given something all right. We have video of Donald Trump bad-mouthing Joe Biden, current president of the United States, and his vice president, Kamala Harris. This is a hidden cam clip. Listen.
You gave me so much. How did I do with the debate the other night?
Oh, fantastic.
He kicked that old broken down pile of crap.
Yeah.
It's a bad guy. He just quit, He's quitting the race.
Is that right?
Yep, I got him out of the race.
Good job.
And that means we have Kamala.
Oh.
I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
It's so amazing.
It's just so bad. So
I just can't imagine.
But can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man.
Right.
Very tough guy, and they see him. They probably he can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting.
Good. Very good.
Yeah,
Time's
that's
coming back.
amazing.
Just keep knocking him out, right?
Thank you.
He should walk the course sometime. Health reasons. That's where I'll start that. But let's stick with. Don't you think? At a certain point, you can't just drive around in that cart. You can't just do that when your body's begging for exercise. That's just one person.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Listen, per Mediaite, Biden-Harris campaign hit back after Donald Trump posted an ostensibly hidden camera clip in which he profanely attacked President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, calling it a, quote, new rock bottom. On Wednesday, the Daily Beast originally posted the exclusive video of Trump on a golf course, seemingly being filmed surreptitiously as he attacked Biden and Harris over the fallout of the first debate. New rock bottom. Trump can be heard calling the president an old, broken down pile of crap, falsely claiming he just quit. He's quitting the race. I got him out of the race, and that means we have Kamala. He said of Harris, she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic. She's so effing bad. Mediaite. Biden-Harris campaign responded almost immediately with a memo that singled out the attack on VP Harris. The American people have already seen low after low from Donald Trump. They have seen again and again his disrespect for women, his disdain for Black Americans, and his complete disregard for our democracy and our democratic norms. It continued. Donald Trump, while golfing and avoiding the campaign trail, hit a new rock bottom, caught on tape saying that Vice President Harris, who made history as the first Black and Asian American woman elected to the office, is pathetic and so effing bad. That's the Biden campaign statement on what Donald Trump said. Biden-Harris spokesperson Serafina Chitica released the following statement. No, Donald, what is bad is taking away women's rights. What is bad is losing an election and encouraging a violent mob to attack the Capitol. What is bad is assaulting women. What is bad is not paying your taxes. What is bad is rooting for our economy to fail. What is bad is telling people to inject bleach. What is bad is praising neo-Nazis. What is bad is separating families. There's still more. I think they need to hire a comedian, because you want these rebuttals to have impact and timing. And I'm sorry, Ben, I'll give the rest, but I'm not quite, you know what I mean?
I do. I think that the rebuttal was good with that list. That was a very exhaustive, good list. But this is why I ran for president, to stop Trump in 2020, and why I will not do it again because I'm too tired. But you need a comedian to stop the heckler that is Donald Trump. He's just too good of a trash talker.
Yes.
And he's a heckler, and comedians are who take down hecklers. That's just as simple as it goes. You need clever attacks. You need propaganda posters like this that says sometimes you got to take their toys away. And it's a little crying Donald Trump having the White House pulled away from him. This is the kind of approach you need: creativity, humor, because Trump brings the creativity with his incredibly inappropriate insults. And that's what you got to fight fire with fire. You can't fight fire with cotton candy. And that's an old phrase that I've readapted.
Yeah. Because the sugar's everywhere, it melts. And I agree with you. Comedians are tough. Right. They're not sensitive. They're not overly sensitive. So when someone disses a comedian, they can laugh at themselves and then fire back. You better get ready. You better put on that bulletproof vest, because the verbal return fire is going to be embarrassing, stunning, funny. It's just what you do. They went on, the Biden-Harris spokesperson, to say, what is bad is your jobs record, the worst in modern history. What is bad is committing 34 felonies. What is bad is cutting Social Security and Medicare. What is bad are your abortion bans. What is bad is calling for the termination of the Constitution. What is bad is wanting to make yourself a dictator on day one. What is bad is your constant lying. Or maybe it's just me, because when you're so bad, I mean, she's listing, it's an exhaustive list, and still not done. What is bad is your golf game. What is bad is your bankruptcies. What is bad is selling out Americans to your rich donors. What is bad is denying climate change. What is bad is your Project 2025 agenda. And what is bad is running on a platform of your revenge and retribution ahead of what is best for our country. Thanks for letting us clear that up for you. Okay. Later Wednesday night, Trump took ownership of the clip by posting it to his Truth Social account with the caption, "No tax on tips," an apparent reference to the part of the clip in which he appears to tip a caddy. And that's what he did in the debate. Biden listed off these things, and that went over like a lead balloon, because all Trump said was, I didn't have sex with a porn star. That's the only thing he answered. He just said, I don't have to answer the other stuff. It's not going to stick. It's not going to stick. Meanwhile, this video follows on the heels of audio. Trump talking about his post-presidency career. The audio caught him boasting about his ability to pull big ratings, no matter what anyone says they think of him. The audio was recorded by Ramin Satude, who interviewed Trump for his new biography, Apprentice in Wonderland, and was aired on MSNBC. Watch.
If I went back to NBC right now to do something, they would do anything I wanted to do. Show business, I'm talking about. Doing a show, anything I wanted to do right now, 100%. Because one thing I know about that business, and I learned that business better than anybody else can learn a business in a short period of time, it's all about one thing, ratings. If you have ratings, you can be the meanest, most horrible human being in the world. There's only one thing that matters, ratings. You can be nice or you can be mean. You can be evil, you can be horrible, you can be crude or elegant. There's only one thing that matters, and that's ratings. If you don't have ratings, it doesn't matter.
When you're a star, they let you do it. It just sounds familiar to me. What do you make of this? The leaked audio from the golf course Ben, as well as from the book author who interviewed Donald Trump. He said Trump was eager to sit with him and clear things up and talk about his ratings. All he had to do was kind of reel him in with you're the greatest. Apprentice was the greatest. But what do you make of Trump? But I'm more interested too in what you make again of the rebuttal.
Look, I think the rebuttal was fine. They're not comedians. I actually met a speechwriter for Biden who works in the White House, said they were going to maybe fly me out to help teach them about how to make their speeches funnier. They did not do that, and their poll numbers can suffer the consequences, I guess. I'm still available. But I think the Trump audio is very telling, because he's getting more and more brazen in his statements now that he feels he's got this thing in the bag. He doesn't feel like he has to campaign. He doesn't feel like he has to sugarcoat anything. Not that he did much of that in the past, but now the gloves are all off. And he's making very clear what we all knew. He sees himself as that dark force, as that evil force, as that negative force. It's not like he even said, look, I'm a good guy, but you could be a bad guy and just get ratings. He's like, you can be a horrible human being and get ratings, and I got ratings, baby. I mean, that is who Trump is, and it's unmasked now. And hopefully there's just like a few kernels of common sense and ability to see and then interpret and integrate left in his followers, who maybe a few will leave here and there. And I also really hope that Biden steps down, because I do not think a largely incapacitated president can take on the ferociousness and the rapidity of lies coming from Trump. But I think Kamala or any other Democrat would do a far better job, and hopefully they'll be able to give him some verbal knockout punches that finally make a dent and put our country back on track to at least goodness and normalcy.
Yeah, you have to be at peak performance. It's like, what is that, ping pong? I never could get, the bowl is so tiny and it goes so quickly.
Well, no, I'm very good at it.
You gotta be so quick
I'm
at
like
it.
Forrest Gump style.
Yeah.
I'm Forrest Gump style with it.
Well, you have to be. And not everyone can do that, but you have to be at your peak. Before we move on, just real quick, I do want to know.
Before we move on, it's important people know that I've beaten Drake twice in ping pong, and
oh my goodness,
won a lot of money off Chelsea Handler in ping pong, and I will challenge anybody else and beat them, just so you know.
What kind of celebrity ping pong tournament are you involved in? Do televise it next time. I'm just saying, not that we don't believe you, but I would like to see this whole thing go down, the whole thing in action.
I would love it too.
Look at that.
I did play Chelsea on television. It was on Chelsea Lately.
Okay.
And beat her, so there's that.
Well, yeah, brag about that. I like her, and maybe 2 out of 3, she could have taken the title back. Do you think the caddy, before we move on, was at all tipped well?
No, I'm pretty sure the caddy was probably deported because he looked at Trump wrong.
Oh, geez.
No matter where he was from.
You're right. You know, that happened to some people under him and others.